And that, my friends, is how you identify a verb in Spanish. Why, hello there. I'm just teaching my friends here about identifying verbs in Spanish. You see, figuring out what word is a verb versus what word is not a verb in Spanish is very easy because every verb ends in either one of three ways. Do you guys remember? Looks like we need to do a better job listening. Let's review. So, verbs in Spanish can end in three ways. A verb ends in either AR, ER, or IR. These are the only three ways a verb is going to end in Spanish. So, right here I have my bucket of verbs. And we are going to see if what I am talking about makes any sense. So, Burro, would you like to pick out a verb for us? All right. For a verb, and he has found one. He has found the verb correr. Correr means to run. And let's look at the ending. It ends in ER. Aha, just what I was saying. So there is an ER verb, correr. All right, Señor Llama, it is your turn. Ah, he found one. He found the verb jugar. Jugar means to play. Let's look at the ending. It ends in AR. Exactly what I was talking about. Jugar, to play. Piro, it is your turn. Piro has found a verb for us. He has found the verb bailar. Bailar means to dance. What does it end with? An A and an R. Just like I was talking. Now it's my turn. I have found the verb salir. Salir means to go out. Peace. Look, IR. IR. So we have seen verbs that end in all three ways that I have been talking about. And the thing is, you're not going to find any verbs that end in anything other than AR, ER, or IR. However, there are infinitive verbs, and Señorita Workman is going to tell us about those.
Hi there. Hi, I'm just trying to figure out how to make it less awkward. So the verbs that Señor Hodge has been talking about are what we call infinitive verbs. And an infinitive verb in Spanish is something like bailar, correr, cantar, words that end in either AR, ER, or IR. When we translate those words in Spanish into English, they're really saying to dance, to sing, to play. So when we see that AR, ER, IR, in English we're thinking to do whatever that is. So there's also ways in Spanish that we cannot say to do something. Like I might want to say I live. So instead of saying yo vivir, which would not be correct because that would say I to live, I would say yo vivo, which means that I live. You're not going to find a word like vivo that's not in the infinitive form in the dictionary. So when we're looking in the dictionary for words that we want to use, we want to make sure that we're looking for those infinitive verbs that ended in AR, ER, or IR. Back to you, Señor Hodge.
So when you're trying to write in Spanish and you're using the dictionary to help you look up words, if you're trying to say a verb, if you're trying to explain an action, and you come across a word that doesn't end in these, you're probably looking at an adjective or a noun. So make sure in the dictionary that you look for your ending, AR, ER, or IR. Adios.